welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be making date powder. So some of you have decided to switch to the healthy side and some people want to start this business. I'm going to be showing you the things that I'm going to use to achieve a very healthy date powder, because you can make some date powder and at the end of the day, they won't be healthy. So let's get right into today's video. Aside from the dates, I have this special gadget with me. I got it from Bimzmarketplace. It's a dehydrator. It's a 5-layer dehydrator. The last one I didn't attach it to it. And this is what I'm going to be using to dry out my dates. So with a dehydrator, you won't lose your nutrients in the process of extracting the water out of it. So it retains the nutrients. You get to enjoy the nutrients as if you are even eating it fresh. So that's why you really need a dehydrator if you want to make a good date powder that will retain its nutrients. I'm going to be washing the dates first, and I'm just going to give it a quick wash because dust and all of that. I've already broken it, or what's it called? I've picked it already. I've removed the seed, so it's going to be easy. I'm just going to quickly give it a good rinse, drain it with kitchen towel, and then I'll arrange it inside this dehydrator. If you like to get this dehydrator or any other gadget from Beams Marketplace, I'll be putting a link to their page on Instagram in my description box. Please check it out. Thank you. I'll be adding it into water. You really don't want it to stay too long inside the water because it's going to absorb so much water and you don't want that. So put it right back into the sieve with a kitchen towel. You can see that the water is a bit dirty, even though it didn't stay so long. You want to be sure that your powder is as healthy as. I'm going to share it into 2 sieves because when using your dehydrator, you don't want water to be inside whatever you want to dehydrate at all. So you can pat it dry with kitchen towel. Make sure you pat it dry very well. And if there's no water in your in all of the things that you want to dehydrate, if there's no water in it, it's going to be fast. I've already patted this one dry. I'm going to add this into the first layer. You just want to spread it so that it doesn't clog it up and so that it doesn't affect the gadget from working all through to the top, to the last one. So this is the first one. I've placed it carefully. I'm going to proceed to pat dry the other ones and then arrange it on top of each other. Some people prefer not to wash their dates at all, but my mind will not just go off it. I just wanted to wash it. So if you do not wash it, it's going to take a shorter period of time, especially if you are using a very dry date. There are some dates that are so dry that even when you use your teeth to break it open, you're going to testify that it's very hard. So those ones are really good to use. Now I'm going to be placing the cover on top of it. So even if you are using just 1 tray or 2 tray or 3 tray and you're not using all of the trays, I'm not using all of the trays here, but I still decided to cover it. I've already plugged it. This dehydrator is just 350 watts, so it's not going to use so much from your power supply, even if you are using inverter, if you are using solar or all of those other sources of electricity. So I'm going to power it on now, and then I'll put it at my desired temperature, which is 65 degrees Celsius. And I'm going to be checking it from time to time to know when it's going to be ready. I'll give you an update as time goes on. So this is 3 hours later, and as you can see, the dates have shrunk a little bit. It shows that they are drying out. I'm going to disassemble them now so that you see each of the trays and how the dates are doing. Let's go. So the cover, and this is the first tray, the second tray, the third, and the last one. So this is it 3 hours later. I'm going to plug it again and then I'll continue dehydrating it till it's perfectly dry and ready for blending. So let's go. Hey guys, welcome back. You can see a change of outfit, so that means it's the next day. I literally left it overnight to dehydrate properly. So I have used like about 16 to 24 hours to dehydrate this. That's simply because I tried to wash it before I put it in the dehydrator. If you did not wash it and the dates are strong enough, within 12 to 16 hours, it should be enough. So now let's open it up. I've actually removed it from the power supply. It's been cooled a little bit, so I'm just going to proceed to show you and then proceed to grind the dates. Let's go. So this is the first one, the second one, and this. There are some that fell off the engine itself because they are so small. So I'm going to transfer it back. This tray one, tray two, three, and four. I'm going to be pouring everything inside a bigger tray. Now this is it. Now I'm going to proceed to grind the dates. I have my grinder here. Get a grinder if you are going commercial. You sell grinder in different sizes, so you can get that. So I'm going to pour the dates inside the. I'll do it in batches so that I don't overwork my blender. Magic. This is it now, the third time. I'm going to do it one more time because I want a very smooth consistency. It's so hot. Now, this is what you get. This is what you get. Can you see that? A very healthy option for sweetening your um, beverage, yogurts, or all of those other things that you might want to enjoy. Now I'm going to do the last batch, show you the result, and then I'll package it. I'll see you around. Now, the date powder is ready. Oh my God, guys, look at that. Imagine indulging in this, and at the same time, you're rest assured that you're eating healthy. So I'm going to be bottling it. It has cooled enough now. I'm going to be pouring it here for storage. So if you want to sell this, if you want to go into this business, you can use jars like this. You can also use there are some longer jars, depending on how you want to package it. You can add your sticker. You can seal it off here. Either way. Okay, so now my scale is on 0, and I'm going to measure each jar. I have 2 jars here. Make sure that it's cool enough so that it doesn't cake, so that the heat from using the blender doesn't cake it. So, so if you want to sell it, you need to be sure that you are giving the right measurement for your customers. Use a measuring scale to measure it. Some people use this small envelope, transparent ones, to sell it. Whichever one works for you, just do your costing properly, add all of your packaging materials, overhead costs, and add your profits. And of course, labor costs. This jar should be like 300 gram. So this is 296, and that's 300 grams. So it's going to take 300 gram. If I add more, it should take like 350 gram. So date powders are not usually cheap, and it's a very lucrative business. If you are in a locality, in an environment where you are going to, where people opt for healthier option of sugar, of sweeteners. Now these are the 2 jars I got from my date processing. I dehydrated my dates using a dehydrator. and then I blended it with a blender, a grinder. If you like to get this dehydrator, please check out Beams Marketplace on Instagram. I'm going to be putting the link to their page in my description box. Tell them you are from Mo's Cakery. You get a special discount. If you've watched this video up until now, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel so that you'll be a part of this family. And if you're already a family member, thank you so much for all of the love that you show my videos. I mean, they mean so much to me. You always share my videos. I see all of them. Keep it coming. Till I come your way again next time, my name remains Titilayo. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.